What's good, guys? It's your boy Nico Talks Football back with another video. Today's video is going to be a more serious video. It's going to be about the club's current situation and future. It's going to be more about the financial stuff and where the club is heading in the direction and just stuff about that, what's going on outside the club, not on the pitch. It's not going to be anything about on the pitch. It's going to be about what's going outside the club, man. The way that this club carries itself and the way its financial situation has been for years now, it's embarrassing. Barcelona cannot find the money to register players. This has been going on for years, and it's getting annoying. It's getting annoying because if it's a 1 year thing, you scratch and you say, okay, it happened 1 year, it's not gonna happen again. This has been happening ever since Messi left the club. We can't get money to register our players, and Joan Laporta has to figure something out the last day. This year now, I just heard the news. Barcelona's own board are taking $7 million out of their own pockets to be able to register the players. These top leaders at Barcelona are taking their own money so these players can get registered, man. No other club in Europe, even small clubs, have to deal with this management. And it's so kid-like, bro. It's so immature from a club of this standard. Barcelona, when you look at the top clubs of Barcelona, when you look at the top clubs in the world, it goes Barcelona and Real Madrid. Those are the top two clubs in the world. No other club is close. It goes Barcelona, Real Madrid, and every other club is under. And with the fan base that Barcelona have, you think they'd be able to generate the revenue. You think with all the stadium money, with all the fans, with all the shirt sales, they'd be able to get the money and not have financial issues, but it's not the case. And it needs to change soon because a club like this is not supposed to operate like this. And there's just other stuff that get me annoyed because, like this season, it starts with the Ter Stegen situation as well. We have players at this honestly, all these players are great. Ter Stegen is just the one that got me annoyed. We had Ter Stegen this year. For example, this year we had Ter Stegen. He's not at the level he's not at the level of a first choice goalkeeper for FC Barcelona. And after we signed Joan Garcia, it's done. He's not gonna be playing over Joan Garcia unless something crazy happens. Ter Stegen, instead of taking the role because the World Cup is happening next year and finding another team so he can get playing time, wants to stay at Barcelona. He wants to be the number one. He's being greedy. So what does he do? Since the club wants Ter Stegen out, everyone wants Ter Stegen out. But he doesn't want to leave the club. So what's he do? He pulls this out of nowhere. He says he's got to get back surgery, which is going to put him out for another 3 months. I don't know, 3-4 months. But out of nowhere, he's like, oh, I have to get back surgery. I'm sorry for this, culés. I have to get back surgery. This wasn't it's after me and the Barcelona staff have discussed the best future for me. It's me getting back surgery and going on from there. Accept that you're not good enough anymore and just move, bro. It's getting so annoying with these people. And it's not Ter Stegen. Obviously, that's fine. That was Ter Stegen. It just, as a captain of this club, that was shameful from Ter Stegen. You don't act like that. But what got me even more annoyed after that was this was not Ter Stegen's fault right here, what I'm about to say. FC Barcelona, the timetable for Ter Stegen's return is 3 months. It's going to take 3 months for him to get back, 3 to 4. FC Barcelona is trying to push that for 5 months because if they push it for 5 months, they're not going to have to pay his wages or something for the first half of the season, which is going to enable them to register Joan Garcia, Rashford, Rooney, all the signings. Those are the signings Barcelona made. So you're telling me that I'm a player for FC Barcelona and I have an injury. It's 3 months away. Yeah, it's a 3-month return. I'll be back in 3 months. But you're telling me, the player, that I have to be back in 5 months so we can register these other players. When I heard that news, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I hope people are not hearing this. Obviously, other people are hearing this, but I hope Liverpool fans or Real Madrid fans are hearing it. Chelsea fans, PSG fans aren't hearing this news because this is shameful. You don't operate like that when you're Football Club Barcelona. And it's been going on now. These little things that get me annoyed, it's got me so annoyed right now. And watching Football Club Barcelona is great. Everything that's on the pitch is great, but outside the pitch has to change, and it has to change soon. Because these fans, it's not just me. All these fans are growing very upset with this club. And this not being able to register players. And the big thing with me is a line that's happening. If you can't register players, that's fine. If you can't get into stadiums, that's fine. If you need Ter Stegen to sit out 5 months, that's fine. But don't. And another thing with Ter Stegen, I'll get onto this later. But don't start lying to us and saying you're going to get them registered and then it's the last day and you haven't gotten them registered. Don't start telling us you're going to return to the Camp Nou by the end of the season and you still haven't returned. Like, stop being lies. Take accountability, Joan Laporte, and the rest of the board, and start doing it. And another thing that the club did that looked so bad. Ter Stegen was the first team. He was the first captain for the club. Ter Stegen's announced before. Since last year, he's been the first captain. After the interaction they had with the board, and obviously Ter Stegen and the board got in a little bit of a fight, the Barcelona board decided to take the captaincy away from Ter Stegen, which meant Ter Stegen is no longer a Barcelona captain. A couple days before the Como game, where the captain has to give a speech at the Joan Gamper, because that's what they do every year, the captain gives a speech. They give the captaincy back to Ter Stegen. That is just so annoying. You take the captaincy off from Ter Stegen, and then a couple days later, you give it back, and you come out before the game and say, everything between the board and Ter Stegen, the club and Ter Stegen has been resolved. There's no hard feelings. Everyone loves Ter Stegen. You don't come out and do that. If you're going to take away the captaincy, you take it away, or you don't take it away at all. You don't take it away and then give it back. That's boyhood behavior from a top club, the top club in Europe. And then another thing, this is another thing that got me so annoyed. It's been annoying for me for a while. It's the Camp Nou return. Barcelona for the past 2 years have been playing in the Montjuic. It's a smaller stadium. It's honestly annoying seeing FC Barcelona play at a 40,000 capacity with the biggest club in Europe is playing at a 40,000 capacity stadium where other La Liga teams have it, and other teams in La Liga have even more than that. But when you're coming out to play these Champions League games, these top clubs in Europe have capacity. You cannot be playing these Champions League games with 40,000 capacity for 2 years straight because you decided to renovate the Camp Nou. And I don't know, because of financial, obviously financial has a part to play. You still haven't, the Camp Nou has not been fully renovated. But this is even more annoying. Barcelona told us fans, they told everybody that Barcelona were going to return to the Camp Nou and play in the Camp Nou by the end of last season. Right now it is September and Barcelona still have not returned to the Camp Nou, and I don't know when they're going to return, but it isn't looking likely anytime soon. And what also happened, Barcelona had to ask La Liga to play the first 3 games away from home because they cannot play in the Camp Nou, and I think they're asking La Liga to play even more games away from home until the Camp Nou is ready. I'm not going to fault La Liga. Javier Tebas, the president, he obviously doesn't like Barcelona. He came out and said he's a Real Madrid fan. He's not going to be... Although any president shouldn't allow you to do these things, but specifically Javier Tebas isn't going to allow you to just push back games. And he shouldn't. These games, you play your games at home, whether the stadium is ready or not, that's your fault. These games need to be played, and they need to be played now. At the Camp Nou, Barcelona is too big of a club. They need to return to the Camp Nou. And also, a couple weeks ago, they took videos of the Camp Nou and Joan Laporta got mad. Someone took videos of the Camp Nou, and it was videos of what's been going on, and it showed that nothing was renovated. The locker rooms, they were just blank walls. The grass hasn't been set in. It's just disgraceful, man. And Joan Laporta was mad. Joan Laporta, you have to get your act together and tell these construction workers to start working on these projects, bro. Because it's getting annoying. I need to see this team in the Camp Nou. And what's even more annoying is something that I read. Barcelona was initially at the Camp Nou, they're going to have 30,000 seats. And then after that, it's going to go up to 60 or to 45,000. And then 60. And then it's going to return to full capacity at 100,000. Because of some rule or something. I don't know. Capacity rules. Everything with Barcelona has to do with financial. You're not returning to the Camp Nou, and now they're returning, it's with 40, 60,000 capacity. What's the point? Keep it at the Montjuic. I don't want to see games with 100,000 fans at the stadiums. That's what I want to see. I'm a Barcelona fan. This is getting annoying. You better return to the Camp Nou, and when you return, it better be something that it was worth the wait. Because I've been waiting 2 years. We've been playing at this stadium. That's not worth it. I don't know what the future is. Now let's talk about a little bit about the future. It's worrying. I hope Barcelona can get the act together. The good thing that is, Barcelona were supposed to return to the fair play, 1-1 fair play, financial fair play rule this year, which basically means they don't have to deal with all this registering players and stuff. That's going to be resolved. By next year, or by the winter transfer window, definitely by next year, Barcelona, you better return to the 1-1 financial fair play rule so I don't have to deal with reading these stuff like Joan Garcia might not get registered, Marcus Rashford might not get registered, Rooney might not get registered, and then Barcelona fans crying when Nico Williams doesn't join the club. As Rafinha said earlier in a conference earlier, and Joan Laporta got mad. No, Rafinha was speaking the truth. It's not good look for the club because there's players outside who are going to want to join FC Barcelona because they're looking at these registration issues and they're saying, what's the point of me signing for Football Club Barcelona if I can't even get registered and play? That is embarrassing. And the club needs to fix it now. They need to get back to the Camp Nou. They are going to get back to the Camp Nou in September. I wouldn't even be surprised if they push it back. They're going to get back. Hopefully they fix these financial rules. That's why it's so crucial for Barcelona to make these runs in the Champions League so we get this money. And also with player sales. I have to say this. This is going to be the last thing about this video. Obviously, the Inigo Martinez wasn't the club. Inigo Martinez already had made a deal that he wanted, if a big offer came, he was going to leave because he also felt that he couldn't play 50 games this year at his age. He's 34 years old. He saw if a big offer came, it's not going to come again, so I'm going to take it. That was already agreed last year, so I'm not going to... That's not the club's fault. That was Inigo's fault. Thank you, Inigo Martinez, for everything you did. But what I see from the club is trying to push players out who love the club. Players like Marc Casado, players like Fermin Lopez, who love Football Club Barcelona, and they're trying to push them out because they need the money. That's not how you operate. Marc Casado was phenomenal last year. You need Marc Casado. Why are you trying to sell Marc Casado? Fermin Lopez, one of the most underrated midfielders, our best attacking midfielder, honestly one of our best midfielders in general, such a young talent, promising talent, you want him gone as well. You don't do that. Fermin Lopez loves Barcelona. He said this is his home. We need to keep players like this, and you're forcing players like this out the club because you need the money. That's not how you operate. I don't know what you're going to do. Go find the money somewhere else. Go find the money. Go make deals with Chinese clubs and Saudi Arabian club. Go get your money with Saudi Arabia. Go make deals with them. You're not going to sell FC Barcelona players, Joan Laporta and Deco or whatever, because you need the money. That's not how these clubs operate. Sorry, this is Barcelona. This is the best team in the world along with Real Madrid, but it looks like a mediocre second division Spanish team the way Barcelona operates, and it has to change. And another thing, this is going to be like the last part of the video. Going back on the Inigo Martinez sale. Inigo Martinez got sold for Barcelona. We all know that. It wasn't the club's fault. However, he got sold to Al Nassr. Al Nassr is the biggest club in Saudi, probably with the most money, along with Al Hilal, whatever. The thing that with Inigo Martinez is you let him go for free. You did not get any money from the Inigo Martinez deal. Which is another thing with this board is that the way it operates, the way Deco operates, the way they do transfers is diabolical. It's not good. We see other clubs, the way they get money from these transfers. Barcelona, they cannot get money with these transfers. I don't know why. They're selling great players for no money, for free, for low price tags, and it's not acceptable, man. We need to be... This is the way we make money, selling players, and you sold Inigo Martinez for free, where other Saudi clubs are buying people like Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez, he is mediocre. He cannot finish. Darwin Núñez is getting sold for 45 million euros, is getting bought by Al Hilal from Liverpool for 45 million euros, and Inigo Martinez, who was the best center back in the world last season, you're letting him go for free. This is not acceptable. You need to be making money out of these signings. You cannot be letting other clubs look at Liverpool, the way they're operating, the sales they made, look at the players they were able to bring in this summer with Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, Ekatike, man. They're bringing players while Barcelona is selling Inigo Martinez for free. While Darwin Núñez is getting sold for 45 million plus euros, and all these other players, even mediocre players who are past their prime, are getting sold for 10 plus million euros, and you can't even sell players for free. You're selling players for free. Top players too. This is not Gerard Martin for free. This is Inigo Martinez for free. It's embarrassing. I'm done with this video, honestly. Thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to come here. I'm sorry for it was just getting me annoyed, and I just want to talk about like the club situation. Obviously, this is a big thing going out. Obviously, all these videos that I make are on the pitch. I wanted to make this one kind of off the pitch and talk about what's going on around the club because it's honestly laughable. Other clubs laugh at this, and it's not acceptable, and it just needs to change soon. So thank you guys for watching this video, and until next time, Nico out.